Good morning. This is Steve Hoffacker. Welcome to another one of our free informational programs. This morning, we have a very special guest. This is Kerry Flickner with Hart Mobility. Hart Mobility manufactures a number of things, and you see on the screen the safety grip logo. Grab bars are so important. Ask many people, what would you do to age in place well, or just mention the term aging in place, and automatically they think of grab bars. So grab bars is a very visible connection to the aging in place market. So we're fortunate to have Kerry with us this morning, and this program is being recorded for later view. So with that, Kerry, please.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for inviting me to be a presenter for this development webinar, and thank you everyone for your time and attention and interest in this presentation. Yes, my name is Kerry Flickner, my company Hart Mobility. We are a designer and manufacturer of innovative stability products that are dedicated to helping those who wish to age in place and to do so with dignity and the highest level of safety. I'm honored to lead Hart Mobility's development initiatives. I have a focus on educating our industry stakeholders. My experience over the past 15 years has been working with startups who have developed innovative products, technologies that really kind of disrupt the status quo and contribute to the betterment of individual society, the environment, by which, what I like to call we're creating a new story. My purpose is to educate and introduce Hart Mobility solutions so folks like yourselves are informed on the latest innovations. I mentioned startups because Hart Mobility has been around for a long time. We have several products, or a couple of products that have been in the market, but the safety grip design and innovation, although it was designed and patented many years ago, it is just now we're taking it into the market, and I'll go over some of the reasons for that. So give you some background to get into our story here. Hart Mobility was started by our founder and chairman, Andy Hart. Prior to Hart Mobility, he was a very successful engineer, entrepreneur, a co-owner of an international manufacturing business with over 14 factories, 500 employees in almost every continent. Over 20 years ago, his two sons were in a severe car accident, leaving one of them with a spinal cord injury and requiring him for 24/7 care. And this is where Andy made a pivot, so to speak. You know, Ferociously devoted father. He's an amazing individual, and he really began searching for technology to help his son. With everything that was available to him to help his son, he was recognizing flaws and limitations with basically, starting with standard wheelchairs, which were not effective for transporting or patient transfer. As we know, not much has changed in the wheelchair since the 1800s. This led Andy to become involved with the Center for Studies in Aging, where he met Dr. Jeff Fernie, who's um, a biomechanical engineer and researcher, and who was at that time developing a new technology for people like his son. And Andy very quickly became an industry advisor that led to the development of what is called Staxi Corporation. Many of you may have seen this product. It's in every major international airport in the world. It's in every hospital in North America. It's growing in Europe and Pacific Rim. They just celebrated their 25-year anniversary this year. And this was the first product that Andy designed to help his son in transfer and also for um, the transport. Um, so during his care for his son, as it relates to transfer uh, and stability, he identified a serious gap in what standard grab bars were capable of providing due to his son's weak grip. His son, Julian, was, prior to the accident, was 6'4", 220-pound athlete. And for him to get in and out of his chair or to transfer from, toilet to chair, the grab bars, the standard grab bars were smooth, common grab bars, weren't sufficient for his weight, and he still had, some strength in his shoulders and his back, but his grip was highly compromised.
Excuse me, Kerry, do you have a photo of that, or are you going to be getting to it?
I'll get to that. Yep.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Keep going.
Subsequently, he began working with Dr. Fernie, again, who was now at the Kite Research Laboratories at Toronto Rehabilitation Institute. I'll talk a little bit more about that. The goal was basically to address and improve on what was lacking or offered by a standard smooth grab bar. From here, he provided funding, actively participated in the research and development with programs at Kite. And from there arose a partnership and the development of the safety grip design. So Hart Mobility is a sister company of Staxi Corporation. And we work separately, but the DNA and what was started with Andy, and then the purpose of this company still exists within the Hart Mobility Group. And we work very closely with R&D and design and the initiatives with the Staxi Group as well. We are a family-owned business, and we're purpose-driven. We're inspired by the opportunity to promote change and progress through innovation. It's the DNA of this company. Our drive is about transforming lives. Our commitment and our vision is providing the most innovative products for folks who want to live independently with dignity in their homes. Now, on my screen, I'm showing both the 65 plus data and the fall data. Is that what everyone else sees?
No,
Because
all we see is your cover slide.
you only see the cover slide?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness. Well, this isn't transferring through then. My apologies. Then we have a technical issue here.
Okay, hit advance or something, or
Um,
go
yeah, so
come
I'm
out
not
of
sure
that back to you, or however you want to do that.
I'm not sure if it's on something I need to be allowed to do. I've not had this problem before.
Yeah, I've given you permission to share your screen.
Okay.
I
Hmm.
don't see any issues at all.
Okay. Um,
Well, let's see what this is here.
let's see.
No, I'm not seeing anything that would. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay. You see it
Yeah,
now?
yeah. I see topics, our story. There you go.
Okay. Okay, great.
So yeah,
So let me
just
let me
a little,
catch up
little bit of
here.
a glitch. Okay.
Okay, great. Here we go.
All
So
right.
this is Staxi. My apologies. So this is backing up. This is the Staxi chair that is we are part of this company, a sister company. This was what I was talking about that we first designed and is 25 years into the market. We are our commitment here. I just want to enforce this, that our company both Staxi and Hart Mobility, the primary focus is creating the most innovative products, recognizing that there are gaps in current products, um, and coming to the market with working with the stakeholders, working with the practitioners, and really understanding what is happening and what is needed as we move forward into the future in this new growing industry and aging in place market. Um, I know many of you already know this data on the aging in place market. 85 plus group is the fastest growing segment, not just here in North America. When we look at our data around the world, such as Japan, almost 30% of their population is going to be 70 and over. It's happening in New Zealand, it's happening in Australia. And this is it's a unique situation that we're able to engage this population and provide these unique solutions. Now, the fall data, this is where it all begins um, for us. The National Association of Home Builders states that the fastest growing segment in residential remodeling is home modifications for aging in place. And what's interesting is that the top three executed aging in place renovations, as reported by 93% of the remodelers, is installation of grab bars.
Mhm.
This is followed closely by the construction of curbless showers at 83% and installation of higher toilets at 77%. So with 80% of all falls occurring in the bathroom environment, 15% of which are related to, I believe it's called toileting. Um, these top three modification needs with the latest innovative designs, the safety grip bars and poles and our toilet risers address this particular sector. This is what I'm calling an entry point for the greatest need of what is occurring in the bathroom in terms of fall prevention. And this is where it really, really all comes together. This is where we're really telling the new story. So the National Health and Institute of Health states that hand grip strength, or HGS, serves as a fundamental metric in assessing muscle function, overall physical capability, and is particularly relevant to the aging population. So grip strength is the key measure of body function and biomarker for aging and fall risk. And as I communicated in the introduction, the impetus behind the development of safety grip was specifically to address the issue of compromised grip strength and the standard grab bar design gap or inefficiencies that are currently exist. Whether it is from aging, acute rehab, stroke, arthritis, neuropathy, spinal injury, etc. Heart mobility is addressing the stability gap existing or the status quo designs on the market. And it all is about the grip. So to provide some more, to provide more sustainable grip, we're really focusing on it's beyond just grabbing. Grabbing is not enough. So let me just take a minute here to kind of highlight or elaborate on the difference between grabbing and gripping. So, definition, connotation, grabbing refers to the initial act of reaching for or quickly holding on to an object. It's often a reflexive or an instinctive action aimed at establishing contact or support. With smooth grab bars, grabbing might establish an initial contact, but it does not necessarily provide the stability needed to maintain a hold, especially if the bar is wet or if the user has limited grip strength, because smooth surfaces, even if etched or peened, if you're familiar with those types of bars, provide only a very minimal friction or points of leverage for the fingers, which the hand depends on for securing its grip. Now, the definition of gripping is more deliberate, a sustained action involving the engagement of the hand and finger muscles to apply pressure and maintain hold. So grip typically requires adequate surface contact and leverage of the fingers, which really are the hand's gripping piece. Fingers do the gripping. So this is our differentiator and how we are innovating, or like I like to describe it as disrupting or changing the narrative and raising the bar, so to speak, on this type of ADL device. Our product is designed with a purpose. Our patented grip technology was developed and evaluated in collaboration with Dr. Jeff Fernie. He was a senior scientist at Toronto Rehab Institute. KITE. KITE is a world leader in complex rehabilitation science. The Institute's recognized for improving lives of people living with effects of disability, illness, aging. Safety Grip is a breakthrough in bar technology. It's designed to help those with weak or compromised grip strength. Safety Grip features a patented interlocking surface that molds to the hands and fingers, and it offers a firm hold even when wet. So this design provides leverage points, increased traction, making it easier for the user to maintain their stability. So due to this increased confidence that they get and stability of the patient, this also contributes reducing strain on caregivers during transfers. And I'll get into that a little bit more later, because that's a focus point for us in that relationship between say a patient or an end user and a caregiver. Additionally, the safety grip is ADA compliant, and it has an alpha SAN antimicrobial protection for enhanced hygiene. So we're also working with Dr. Fernie on a study that will quantify how much safety grip design increases grip capacity compared to a standard grab bar. And I hope to have this data and supporting white paper available by the end of second quarter 2025. So this is, it's more than, I guess I like to say, it's more than just slip prevention. It's about achieving a full connection, a contact across the entire hand, ensuring each finger and knuckle joint is fully engaged on their leverage points for maximum sustainable grip. So the deep channels that you see here that help guide this hand in the optimal position, this reduces likelihood of slippage. And this combination of what we call raised elements. I don't want to get too technical on all the, we're really working on how to communicate this and what are the right words. But the key point here is leverage. So the fingers being able to lock in and feel, and how the brain reacts to that contact, these leverage points are providing the fingers to sustain that gripping process. So let me just give you an anecdotal story here. I'll just gonna go off script a little bit. My father, and I've put these products in my father's home. My father, who's 85 years old, he shuffles around, uses a walker. He's a fall risk. He's already fallen once and dislocated his strong side shoulder. He has arthritis in his strong side hand, limiting him to use of only 3 fingers. So his baby finger, his pinky finger, and his ring finger are basically useless. And and when you look at these pictures, if you can imagine an 85-year-old man with arthritis, you know, he's only using 3 fingers and he has a compromised grip. And he's in the bathroom and it may be wet, soapy conditions. Having more security, and what I've learned from my father who uses these products provides him more confidence and less anxiety. And this is really an important piece to us at Heart Mobility. This is significantly important for mental health, for well-being, for dignity. He is not afraid to move around as much as he used to, where he had a tremendous amount of anxiety just moving from the shower over to the sink or from the toilet, to getting up off the toilet to get over to the sink to get dressed. So, so the combination of the secure grip and the capacity to grip, and then the confidence that that brings to the user is a combination that is behind these products that we are designing. Okay, so I'm sure many of you already know, one of the prominent factors preventing people like my father or aging in place from integrating these types of ADLs is that they don't want their home to look like a handicapped bathroom or have institutional looking device throughout their homes. I know there are products such as Healthcraft and others that offer a line of very, modern, very aesthetically pleasing designs for the bathroom, but they're more decorative. And and this is just an opinion of mine. I feel that they lack an understanding or an acknowledgement of an individual's physical condition, is more focused on optics than serving, those with an impairment. And I just wanted to highlight, I put these pictures in to show how we're we're aesthetically pleasing as well. And that wasn't by design. It just turned out that way. We offer these products in black and white. We also have gray. We're looking at other types of, surfaces, but, we have to do our testing. And let me emphasize that these products have been tested specifically for these applications. So what I've put up here, the pictures on the right showing kind of the standard smooth grab bars that you see. Um, sometimes they come in white, but the point is they're smooth. These pictures were actually taken at a independent living facility here near where I live. I got a tour of the facility, and these are in one of the apartments. And I know that the folks in those facilities and also people who are homeowners, um, seniors are more likely to use and adopt these products and these safety modifications if they're more appealing and more aesthetically pleasing. So in addition to grab bars, we also do poles. We have a lot of different products. We have just about every product that you can put into a home and there's a bunch out there. I mean, the grab bar stability poles, as I'm sure you all know, there's so many different kinds out there and they all look the same. Um, you know, so we understand that, and we have strategies of how we try to communicate this product. But in addition to the grab bars and pulls, we have a very popular product called a toilevator, which is basically a toilet riser, and it mitigates, some of these common physical conditions in terms of standing up, the vasovagal syncope and post-oral hypertension. This is what's really nice about this product is that it's not your, it's not your standard over the seat, which can be very messy. If there's any OTs or PTs or practitioners out there that work in the home or personal care service, PCS service providers, um, putting something over the top of the seat, it's just an opinion. It's ugly. It's people don't want to use the bathroom. People may be embarrassed about it. So we've developed this product that is very easy to install. Um, it fits nicely. It can be painted to match whatever types of toilets you have. We have two different sizes, but it's a it's an alternative. The higher toilet again is one of the top three modifications for AIP. So this raises the toilet by 3.5 inches, offering more comfortable or stable solution who may struggle with sitting down or getting up. Um, it's discreet. It's a great alternative to the bulky all elevated seats. And I just wanted to throw this in there to basically show how we can integrate our products. You can see here we have a friction bar that can elevate out of the way. We have all the products that can go into the bathroom with safety grip technology or innovation on the bar, and it collaborates really nice and fits really nice with all the solutions in a bathroom. Okay, so you know, we this bathroom is an entry point, and and what I have here is showing like an overall solution. And in this particular picture, you can see our go anywhere pole, and this pole can be moved into a bedroom. It doesn't anchor. It's not anchored into the ceiling. It uses compression. It's extremely stable. Has a 250-pound capacity. Um, it's has the safety grip on it, and this is just a rendering showing how these products can integrate into the bathroom. Um, we like to we like to approach this as a holistic process in terms of offering packages that address, and provides all the different angles, all the different applications for this complicated space in the home for those with mobility issues. So one of the things that we do, we're a very nimble company. We are vertically integrated in our manufacturing. We control all of our R&D. And this is a new product that we have coming out that is basically addressing, this was really discovered through a home assessment. I worked with a home modification company to do a home assessment at my father's home just to see how they work. They're a CAP certified group. And one of the things that they came back to me was the step out into his garage. And so we did this mock-up just to really understand that process. There's so many homes out there that are single story and have this small step into the garage. And there's really, it's a challenging obstacle for somebody like my father, who it's a big step for him. So we developed this product, and I just want to show you, this is just a rendering, a cartoon rendering. Um, and with my luck, of course, it doesn't play for you on the screen. Um, anyway, that's unfortunate. So we have this video, and somebody walks up to this and steps in and steps out, but you can see how this particular bar is um, is is a great solution for this very small step. It's usually only about a 4-inch to 6-inch step on a single-story home and garage design. We also have a 32-inch one for a 2 to 3 step bar available. Oh, there it is. Excellent. He was that gentleman was he did that pro bono for us, so we appreciate that. Additionally, closing here, we also have bedside rails with our safety grip. We have the Move Easy bedside rail and the Move Easy bedside hand grip with safety grip. And also on the bottom right, you see the M rail. M rail has been around for a long time. The M rail and Toilevator has been out there for a very long time. We're just now coming out into the market with our safety grip. And that's really a game changer for the industry. What I want to talk about now is the CPSC compliant and the certifications for bed rails, and this is very important for the to make note as these all of ours meet the latest safety standards. They've been tested. The testing's documented and have the required general certificates of certification. So the Consumer Product Safety Commission and ASTM standard have mandated that bedside balance handrails and similar assistive products be classified as adult portable bed rails. July 6th of 2023, the CPSC issued a safety standard ruling, making the previously voluntary ASTM standard mandatory with modifications. This ruling is basically aiming to prevent the head and neck entrapments caused by APBRs. It became effective, I think is August 21st of 2023 and applies to all manufacturers, importers, and resellers of APPRs in the US. So the adult portable bedside rails in 2023, the CPSC oversaw a recall of nearly 2 million APPRs for non-compliance in the US. So this year there have been 2 more recalls of over 1 million bedside rails. If you're interested, I can provide more information on these recalls. Just let me know. The most recent recall was for, I believe it was a Medline Industries product, and it was 1.5 million. That was back in May of this year. If you are a reseller, if you're a consultant, if you're a practitioner, if you're a home mod provider, etc., it is crucial to ensure that the APPRs you sell or you recommend are fully compliant with the new standards to protect your customers, your clients, your patients. Verify that each product has a GCC, a General Certificate of Certification, the appropriate labeling, and meets all the testing requirements specified by the ASTM and CPSC. Please let me know if you'd like more information on this. The new standard is a 300-page report. It's a very nuanced and complex read. But I have on my team a subject matter expert, and he has summarized this into 1 page, and I would be happy to share this with you. So I am actively exploring collaboration and partnerships for this particular product with AIP service providers, folks who value innovation and strive to create a positive impact for the caregivers and those they serve. So with grab bars being the most common modification in AIP population, as I mentioned, it's our goal to first educate our stakeholders, our practitioners and consultants and caregivers, and then collaborate on a holistic approach to get these products into the hands of those in need. The safety grip is a kinesthetic experience, meaning it's challenging to understand the significance of this design unless you feel and touch it. So for what I've done for our home mod folks, we've created a sample kit that can be used when communicating the value proposition it provides, including the aesthetics. And this particular kit is available to those who need or are interested in integrating this into the services that they provide. What we're showing here is the black and the white, and basically the chrome bar, stainless steel bar is stainless steel, is what's inside of this grip. So it's a very durable, heavy duty bar, but it also represents a contrast between smooth for compromised grip and our safety grip design. So provides the aesthetics and the contrast. So in conclusion here, Hart Mobility and our safety grip products stand at the forefront of supporting the aging in place community with the most innovative solutions and prioritizing both functionality and, I would say, dignity. The safety grip design, in my opinion, exemplifies our commitment to empowering older adults and individuals with disabilities to live, as we like to say, independently and confidently in their own homes. By combining an aesthetically pleasing design with these innovative enhancements like the textured grooves for the grip, secure grip, we are addressing real challenges associated with declining grip strength and mobility limitations. Looking to the future, Hart Mobility is not only, I would say, dedicated to our product excellence, but to creating partnerships and expanding awareness of accessible home environments that really blend, I guess is a good way to say it, blend seamlessly into their homes and their modern decor. We're working with architects and designers, interior designers, universal design. We're really trying to, we're really not a B2C type of group. It's a B2B educational process to work in the field with folks like yourself. And so together, I want to redefine what it means to age gracefully, and ensuring that every individual has access to the most innovative tools that enhance their safety. So with that, I just want to thank you for the work that you do in this market and for taking time to learn about my company and the products. I hope this, the goal of this was to provide new insights and what is new in the market, and to provide a little bit of education around a product that has been researched and developed and specifically addresses this issue of grip and the impact that it has on this population, and how it can benefit this, not just this population, but all those with any diseases or disabilities. So with that, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Great, thank you. Before I let you go here, the prices, availability, models, colors, all that is on your website?
Yes, that's correct. It's our website is it's really there's some changes happening on the website right now. So if you go to the website, you will see it's
Heartmobility.com, okay.
heartmobility.com, correct?
H-A-R-T.
Yes. And you'll see it'll provide you a lot of information. It's very consumer oriented. And then there's an e-store where you can see all of our products and get information on all of our products. And you can purchase products through that e-store. Or you can come to me if you are a practitioner, or if you're doing referrals, if you're in the CPS area of in-home care, if you're anywhere in the business side of interfacing, because that's really where we're working, is this interface with the consumer. We're really not approaching this market as the traditional what you see from Standard and Healthcraft and all those out there where they're on
Mhm.
every platform selling. We're really trying to educate ourselves and educate the folks who are making these referrals and interacting with the caregivers and the end users. So if you're that person and looking to integrate these products into your services you provide, please contact me, because we have programs and offerings that can align with what you're doing that is different than what you'd see on our e-store, which is basically the consumer side. If my dad wanted to go buy a grab bar, that's where he would go.
Okay, well, another question. How easy or challenging is it to swap out an existing product that somebody has from another brand with yours?
That's a very good question. So it depends on the widths and how they line up of where they anchored. So that's really what it comes down to. Um, if they if we're so lucky that it does line up with we have the 14-inch and 24-inch. There's all different widths, but that would be challenging for it could be done, but I'm not sure how easy that will be. Let me just show you a slide here. Um, so in terms of mounting, this is just in the back. We have this foot here, and this foot can swivel. So it gives some opportunity um, uh, to to possibly line up with existing holes. The other part is when you anchor these into a wall, we have special anchor and recommendations specifically how to do this. Others use different types of anchors that might be a bigger hole, so that could be a problem. Um,
Typically, what size is your hole?
I'm
You
sorry,
know,
say that again.
the size of the hole, do you know, how many centimeters it is or inches?
So our hole is so we're developing our own anchor,
Uh-huh.
and that anchor is going to be just a quarter-inch hole.
Okay. Whoa. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because some
And
of them
so,
go up to 3/4 an inch and a quarter for some of them.
yeah, no. So this particular anchor and what we're doing is we do all of our own testing. We have our own R&D facility. And one of the things that we're doing is, we're meeting the standard of a 250-pound weight capacity. So all of our tests right now are exceeding that on this anchor. This particular anchor are exceeding that capacity. But here's something that is important to understand, that if if you aren't able to anchor your grab bar into the stud, so those that know the studs are in 16-inch centers.
Right.
If you're not able to do that and you do have to go in the drywall, this is why we're creating this anchor. Um, we if you fell and your hand is on that bar and it's not anchored into a stud, but it is anchored into 3/4 inch drywall, I'm sorry, 1/2 inch drywall, 250 pounds, your hand isn't going to be able to hang on to that. You're not going to rip that out of the wall. So we're at 250 pounds plus, but just so everybody understands that if you do fall or there is a transfer of weight onto a bar that is not anchored in the stud, it's great to have it anchored in the stud, but if it's not anchored in the stud, there's the hand isn't going to pull that out. Just as a biomechanical solution.
Yeah, I liked what you said about grip too, because that has a lot to do with how effective that grab bar is going to be. Do you do any shows anywhere around North America where somebody can see your product?
Yes, so that is in process right now. So again, we are a startup. although we've been around for a long time coming out with this design, we're approaching the market as a startup. We currently are we're going to be walking some shows, but in terms of displaying, that won't be happening until next year. And I would like to just make a request. Because we're new coming into this market, we have a very unique strategy to work with people like it in this audience. Learning from this expertise and understanding where is the best place for us to communicate this and show this. Any feedback that can be provided to us would be greatly appreciated. Of course, we're looking at National Home Builders Association, OTPT conferences, all the obvious ones that we want to be at to display these products. But I really want to hone in and be strategic on what are the best ones that are out there. So any feedback that anybody can give us would be greatly appreciated. What I can do, Steve, is I can provide you a list of where we're going to be and where we're scheduled to be. We won't be any place that anybody can see here till at the end of the year, but in first quarter and second quarter, we'll be locking into a couple of different conferences and trade shows, and I can get that list out to you.
Okay, do you go to the like accessibility expos or anything like that?
I will be walking a lot of expos, and I will have the product with me
Great.
in terms for networking. But in
Uh-huh.
terms of exhibiting, I do not have
No
anything on
problem.
schedule.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Other questions, please, for Kerry? Darcy, you have a question?
Yeah, I have a bunch actually.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm so excited about this. I really, really am. Because I work with new home builders, and so this is great, Kerry. I'm so glad I got to come to this. So I have too many questions. You know what? So okay, how do they work outside? Are they okay for external? Um, for instance, the in the thing that I don't know what you call it, from the garage into the house. Does that also work from an exterior door as well? And then is there something that, because I have clients who they can, okay, great, they've done the step, but then how do you stop them from that momentum of not falling? Is there also something on the inside or on the door itself that can also be utilized to just kind of help balance?
Well, those are great questions. So in terms of outside, yes, this can be used outside. It's designed for a bathroom environment to be in a shower in the elements.
Mhm.
Um, we have not tested into sub-zero temperatures, unfortunately,
Okay.
or sitting in the sun all day long. So in
Yeah, I'm in
terms of
California, so
Yeah, okay. So
done.
those parameters have not been tested, unfortunately, but we do know that it holds up. Everything is rust proof. Um,
Okay.
so in most cases, yes, it can go outside, but the durability question, I'm just going to be honest and say I don't know.
Okay.
But it would work. Now, the question in terms of inside the door, those applications, that's why I'm here right now giving this presentation and connecting with everybody is because we want to learn and understand where we can create designs for those types of applications because everything is very different and nuanced in terms
Mhm.
of what happens in the home and
Mhm.
how people are moving through their home. And so we have this ability to if we see an application and a need, we can very quickly, just to give you an anecdotal story, when I began with this company, I was up in Toronto at our R&D facility, and that particular product that I showed you in the garage, when I got the information from the home modification company saying this is an area that we need to address, we really didn't have a product for that. So
Mm.
so during the day, the director of R&D group, he took the initiative and he created a a mock-up CAD drawing of it. When I came back the next morning, he had a 3D printed product of that exact design.
Wow. That's
The
cool.
next day. From there, he sent that CAD to our manufacturing group, and I had a hard sample like that could be produced in manufacturing in 3 weeks. So we have this nimble ability, and it's a very important to kind of go behind the curtain of who we are.
Right, right.
We want to be able to do that and work with folks to come up with those applications.
Perfect. Excellent.
Other questions, anyway? I have one more question myself, but anyone else have a question? Kerry, the nubs that are on your grip, are you finding that they are sustainable? Are they wearing, or does anybody have any concern about that?
The nodules, the bumps, the
the nubs.
yeah, no, they will not. They will not. They are rock solid.
Good,
It's a
good.
proprietary design. I can't go into how we do
No,
it.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I was going to try to
Yeah,
try to get that's fine.
they are rock solid. And here's another thing that I'd like to point out about the grip design. So it's very important, and a lot of this information I'm telling you comes from the knowledge that we got from Kite Institute. Excuse me. And by the way, Kite is in Canada. A lot of people in North America don't know, or in US don't know about Kite, but you can look them up. It's a world-renowned research and development institute. So a lot of the information that I communicate on this design comes from this research. One of the things that's very important in a grab bar is that you need to be able to slide your hand on it as well. You don't want to get it stoved or stuck. You need to be able to slide over it when needed. This design incorporates that. So when you release your grip, you're able to slide smoothly over the top of the surface. So it's just a very important other aspect of the design.
Sure. Very good. All right. Wow, this is great. This was a powerful presentation. Thanks so much, Kerry.
Oh, thank you. I
Anyone
really
else? All right, this has been recorded, so you can catch it again later on if you want to review it a little bit. You want to reach out to Kerry. His contact information is on the screen, and I will send the replays to everybody as well. So, Kerry, will have you back next year when you've got some updates to share with us.
Absolutely. And if anybody has any questions, offline, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to chat with you or exchange, information. We're in a seeking mode of communicating and understanding what everybody's doing. And we look forward to being part of the industry.
Well, okay, thank you. And have a great rest of the year and Happy New Year early. But we'll see you next month for those of you coming back. But thanks for your attendance.
Thank you so much.